Hi there, Pastor Lanre here. I want to believe that you're staying safe and you're taking very good care of yourself. My commitment to you is to ensure that during this season, where in my city we're on partial lockdown, and in many parts of the country they're on full lockdown. My commitment is to ensure that a word from the Lord always finds a way to get to you. During this season, we'll be dealing with a plethora of subjects ranging from the deeply spiritual to our everyday life. And this particular episode, I want to deal with something that has to do with relationship. Now, husband and wives are finding that two of them are cooped up in the same house. How is that going? I hope that you are not quarreling too much. I hope that love is enveloping your house. But before I get into what I want to discuss with you today, let's take a few minutes and go into a session of worship with one of the most talented worship leaders that I know, Sister Taggy Gabriel.
Casting crowns, lifting hands, bowing heart, it's all we've come to do.
Your name is Yahweh.
Wow, fantastic. That was such a powerful worship session by the phenomenal Tagi Gabriel. Now to the subject that we are dealing with today. If you don't mind, I would like to grab a seat before we go on. So, we're in this lockdown season. Everybody is locked in, and I believe that you are staying safe and you are taking care of yourself. I can tell you that this season will soon be over. But whilst we are there, know this, that the covenant of protection and preservation over your life is sure. You will hear about coronavirus, but it will not come anywhere near you. Now, moving on. A few years after I got married, there was this fantastic song that was released by Tosin Martins. It was a love song, and it really blessed me and my wife, and it became our song. And if the guys in here will help me, if they'll help me with the tune, I'll try and sing the song so I can remind some of you, if you know the song, just sing along. Yeah, that's the tune. Yes. Yeah. Olomi, onítèmi, ọ̀rẹ́ mi, olólùfẹ́, ojú kan ṣàlàdání, lọ́lá Olúwa. Yes. If you can't remember the song, maybe you're too young, and if you don't understand the song, receive the ability to interpret languages now. All right, I'm just kidding. Now, back to what we are discussing today. We had this song, and this was our song. We sang this song. Every time we heard it, we got on the dance floor. It was our song. And like many people who are listening to me today, you also have your song. Maybe yours is not in vernacular. Maybe it's one of those Luther Vandross songs or whoever your favorite artist was. But you had your song because the song resonated with you. It said something about the stuff that was in your heart that you wanted this person to know. And I find that interesting because now many people are in this place where the same people you sang this kind of songs to are the same people that you cannot even bear to be in the same room with. You can't bear to be in the same space with them. And what worries me is I'm wondering how does this same person that you made a commitment to stand by, to be by, to live with for the rest of your life become the same person that you cannot stand? And I realized that one of the things that brought people to this point is that thing called resentment. And when resentment is not dealt with, resentment becomes bitterness. And it will shock you how many people are bitter in their relationships right now. How many people are resentful in their relationships right now. And the thing we must find out is, why are people so bitter? I realize that there are many reasons for bitterness in a relationship or in a marriage, but one of the ones that is vital is when there are issues that are not addressed. When there are issues that one partner feels that these issues are constantly being swept under the carpet. And then you want to ask yourself, why do we not address issues? The answer is very simple. Not many married people know how to have adult conversations. Pastor Lanre, what are you talking about? I'm talking about adult conversation. What is an adult conversation? Hear me. Communication is the lifeblood of any relationship. In fact, relationships thrive when communication lines are always open. Now, when you are talking about communication, there are some things that are easy to talk about. And then there are some things that are difficult to talk about. And usually, when you have to deal with something that is difficult to talk about, that is when you need to have an adult conversation. When it is about a subject that you don't want to talk about. And let me help you here. I realize that men and women, we have our different ways of getting out of adult conversations. Men will generally resort to anger to get out of adult conversation. Women generally may resort to things like becoming overly emotional, crying. You're trying to have a conversation and they don't want to have that conversation, and they deflect the conversation by becoming overly emotional. So you see something like you're sitting with this person and you're saying, oh, let us even address the issue of our finances. And they kind of feel that you're going to talk about the fact that they have been spending money in a way that you do not like. And I don't want to use the word irresponsibly because that is related. In a way that you do not like. And they don't want to have that conversation. Have you realized that the minute you start the conversation, the atmosphere changes? The person gets teary-eyed. And you're wondering, is it what is being said or what you're about to say that is already putting them in this place? For instance, you're sitting with someone and say, oh, you know what, let us talk about our finances and our expenses, our expenditures and our savings, and the person looks at you and say, oh, now you want to talk about expenses. Oh, now you want to. These 12 years that I've been with you, these 12 years that I have married you, my God will judge you. And you're wondering, what in the world is going on here? At times, people do that to get out of an adult conversation. A conversation they know they do not want to have. For men, it may be, oh, sweetheart, let us talk about why you keep late nights. Say, oh, so you want to now be monitoring me? Oh, I get it. Now I understand. It is this your new friend that is teaching you that you must be monitoring me. And you're wondering, who's talked about monitoring? Who said anything about that? People do those things when they do not want to have adult conversations. In this season, whilst you are home with your loved ones, deal with the issues that can lead to resentment and bitterness by having an adult conversation. A conversation that can address the issue at hand, devoid of all your emotional inputs or investment, and you can address the issue in a way that you can find a solution to it. When one party in a relationship keeps feeling that the things that are important to them are constantly being swept under the carpet, what you are going to get is a resentful partner. Till I come your way next time, enjoy having adult conversations. God bless you.